On me, I was furious with him, but the more I reflected on it, the more profoundly it affected me. And I realized this was where it really was.
To tell you the truth, when I think of it today, I don't know how I'm living.
I remember that just as well look like to me, I can.
Been slaves all our lives, and mother was a slave, and sister was a slave, father was a slave.
They know nothing about reading right. All that I know, they teach you to mind your master and your missus. Mama them didn't know where to go. You see, after freedom go, just like he turned something out, you know, didn't know where to go.
But what are you speaking to my people that you're not speaking to yourself? Unspoken, speakable thoughts. Thoughts unspoken, unspeakable, spokeable thoughts. Spoken without thought. You said we have freedom, but what is freedom if you shall say? Took off the shackles and the chains from my hands and my feet and replaced it on my mouth, and my mind screams with words, but my mouth I can't speak. Trying to shut me up with fear, break me down and make me weak, but I'm not weak. And the only fear that I have is the pay that I make at the end of the week, praying that it's enough, because if it's not, praying to God that Master have mercy on me this week. Work 60 hours, body tired and weak, mind still strong, thinking of a master plan, but voiced unheard in higher positions because color don't speak. But what are you speaking to my people that you're not speaking to yourself? Unspoken, speakable thoughts. Thoughts unspoken, unspeakable, spokeable thoughts. Spoken without thought. You say we have freedom, but what is freedom if you shall say? But if I shall say, dumb to think that we are free. Freedom in reverse.
I have the pleasure to present to you Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr.
I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. Five score years ago, a great American in whose symbolic shadow we stand today signed the Emancipation Proclamation. This momentous decree came as a great beacon light of hope to millions of Negro slaves who had been seared in the flames of withering injustice. It came as a joyous daybreak to end the long night of their captivity. But 100 years later, the Negro still is not free. 100 years later, the life of the Negro is still sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation and the chains of discrimination. 100 years later, the Negro lives on a lonely island of poverty. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.